We slide into this Thursday afternoon, just Skraby and I. Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby. Obviously, big news in Padre land today. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't been on social media or really much today
Oh, I have.
for different reasons. And I don't know what the sentiment of this is, of this news that it sounds like the Seidlers are going to explore their options, including possibly selling the San Diego Padres. Skraby, you said you have been on social media today.
Yes.
What do you say?
I say the sentiment among people is surprise, but there's about, I would say, 1 out of every 5 people is optimistic about it, thinking this might be a good thing for the franchise.
One out of every how many?
1 out of every 5.
5.
I think I've seen a lot of people feel a little slighted that they paid for their season tickets and then this news came out afterwards. Some said that they wouldn't have paid for their season tickets. I would like to see that happen. Like, actually see them not pay for their tickets, because I believe they would anyway. But there's just a lot of worry right now about the future of the team.
Yeah. In a letter that was sent out, I don't know if it was a memo or whatnot, but
there was an email to season ticket holders I put in there.
Yeah, it says, I want to share with you that the family has decided to begin a process of evaluating our future with the Padres, including a potential sale of the franchise. We will undertake this process with integrity and professionalism in a way that honors Peter's legacy and love for the Padres and lays the foundation for the franchise long-term success. During the process, and as we prepare for the 2026 season, the Padres will continue to focus on putting every resource into winning a World Series championship. We remain fully committed to you, this team, and the San Diego community. It goes on, but you get the gist of kind of what's happening. And I think we have, from the moment that this situation went into litigation, I've always felt like this was going to be the end outcome. Unless one or two sides decided, came to an agreement of some sort. As long as it was in litigation, it seems like this is where it was headed. And it's not official, but it certainly sounds like that is indeed where we are headed. And I think, listen, having been here my whole life, I understand the worry that people have because, until recently, new ownership hasn't gone great. And so I understand people's trepidation on what it's going to look like. But at least from my perspective, I don't think the Seidler family has ever misled us in any way. And so if John says that he's going to make sure he ends up in the right hands, we have no choice but to trust. I mean, you can go down the rabbit hole of man, it's going to be the next cheapest owner. We're going to end up like such and such team. That's your prerogative for sure.
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I think this is kind of where we were headed once it got into that kind of litigation period.
Yeah, I do understand that. And we hadn't heard anything in a while. And we still haven't heard anything about the litigation. I've seen some people speculating that maybe this has been like settled or something, and that's why this is now coming out. But that's news that we just don't have the real story behind.
No, not at all. And so if we hold that letter at its word, that also means that everything is as business as usual. Free agency, the signings, keeping the levels up to where they have been is important if the team is going to continue to compete while this is happening.
I believe that they're going to try and compete because they want to maximize the value of the organization.
It certainly wouldn't hurt things to win a World Series while you're trying to.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, you just keep it. Like, I mean, you win a World Series, you keep your shares.
We've certainly seen owners change their minds in the past. That wouldn't be the first time.
The first thing I think about And the Padres have not done this. I'm not saying the Padres have done this or will do it, but the first thing I thought about was the recent sale or potential sale of the Twins. They were exploring sales. They traded away a bunch of their players, and then it fell through, and they kept the team anyway. And so now the Twins fans are like, well, great. We're stuck with the same people that didn't want to put money into the team. Not saying that's going to happen with the Padres, but Tony, I'm not going to lie. This worries me.
I mean, that's not a surprise. You worry about pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yes, this is true.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. None of us know where this is gonna end up.
No,
where it's gonna head. And so, at this point, you just got to kind of take the word of what the Sidlers are saying, or what John is saying in this letter, and kind of keep your fingers crossed that that's how it kind of unfolds. I don't think any of us know, but like I said, there's hasn't been a time that I can recall that ownership has been dishonest when it comes to how they were going to approach the roster and keep it where it is,
that
so that this team could be competitive.
You know, they were under a cap last year, but they still spent money. They still fielded a very expensive team. I don't think that's going to change. What I do think is a new ownership group can see the potential for San Diego. They could see that this city rallies around the Padres. They could see that this team can be a moneymaker.
It's been in sellout status pretty often over the last couple of years. So I mean, it certainly seems like this is as hot of a product as the city has ever had in terms of putting it up for sale at that time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that there's been an ownership that could come to the table with a team, at least here in San Diego, at any of the Padres history, and feel pretty good about what they could get based on what the product has been here and how the fans have pretty much filled that bad boy up every night here at home.
Yeah, the fans, I mean, you got to give the team credit too, because they have put money into the park. They put money into the team. They put money into a lot of things, and they have grown this team into a $2.5 billion valuation, which is massive. It's crazy. And that's what I think excites me most, is that there could be someone out there that's looking at this and can come in and have maybe a little bit of deeper pockets, get that one extra free agent, and compete. Because I don't, my biggest fear is that someone comes in and they gut the team. That's my biggest fear, which I think is not irrational.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable for those who have been here for a long period of time, because that is how it has gone at times.
Yes.
And so, like I said, at the very beginning of this, I feel where the worry is coming from. I understand that worry. I just have the thought that, times are changing here in San Diego, and, it's about time it goes from one good owner to another good owner, if that is indeed what ends up being happening.
We are conditioned, as you just said. We have
been spoiled for this last
6 years.
Yeah, been pretty elite in terms of the fan experience, and hadn't been the big one yet, but got to experience some things.
There's also one other sentiment I'm seeing from some people out there, and it's that they're going to move the team. I don't believe that one bit.
I don't either.
I can't even begin to let my mind go there, just because they have a lease with Petco Park until 2033. They make so much money off of extra stuff at Petco Park. This city shows up. There's no way they move.
I personally think that's an irrational
Me
thought.
too.
I don't think worrying about it falling into a bad owner's hands is not. I don't think that's an irrational thought. I do think the team having to move because of new ownership is an irrational thought.
That won't happen.
No.
The money is here.
I don't think Major League Baseball would want that to happen.
That would be a bad.
They're already trying to realign. Like, having a team move someplace else would I think kind of throw cold water on it, or make it just more complicated than it needs to be. So I think that one is out of bounds. But nonetheless, it is the kind of big news. We got a short show today. Patriots and
those mighty Jets.
the mighty Jets.
Jets.
4:30 after the show. Get a chance to talk a little bit about that. We got Chris Ello will join us 2:40. He was possibly going to join us in the overtime, but we haven't figured that whole part out yet. By the way, will be posted at some point after the show once we get done with it. But yeah, that's the kind of the big one today. Padres possibly up for sale. We'll see how this thing all kind of shakes out. We got a Big Five early today, 3:40 for those who are fans of the Big Five. Gwynn and Chris pick them to end the show. We also got Gwynn versus the fans as well in the 4 o'clock hour. Yes, no more made-up games in the middle of the show today. I
appreciate people saying that my heart was in the right place, but the execution was poor.
It was quite poor. All right, let's get to break. More Gwynn and Chris when we return. If your days are anything like mine, you need 2:16, 2:17 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby. Short show here this Thursday afternoon. Jets, Patriots, kicking it off at 4:30.
Kicking them off.
Kicking them off. You get a little Thursday night football. Not the best of games. You know what? Let's go ahead and play that little bite today. I think if my partner Chris Ello was here, he would really enjoy this take here.
We're talking about the one we just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't
Little
really want
football take has to do with this Patriot team, I believe.
Yeah.
Say this, y'all. The answer to this question is Vrabel. And I'm going to tell you why it's Vrabel. With all of the superlatives you threw out about Drake May and his play this year, he don't play defense. All right. That defense does. We talked about, you brought up, I think, Dan, how efficient they were. Defense, 5th best on 3rd downs defensively as well. Special teams. Culture. When you got back-to-back 4 and 13 seasons, what it was before that, I mean, Bill Belichick and then Gerard Mayo, I mean, for Vrabel to come in and for this instant change to kick in, I think that's why you have to go with that answer. That's not taking anything away from Drake May, who's an MVP candidate, who looks absolutely great, very impressive. And to be the dude that's there now with them talking about you the way they're talking about you in a place that Tom Brady delivered 6 championships to, that just says an awful lot about him. But we also know that no matter how good you can be as a quarterback, if the culture ain't right, if the defense ain't right, if things are not correct, everything can plummet. And that is not what happened with Mike Vrabel. He's got to get the credit right now. And I personally think he's going to win Coach of the Year.
Thanks, Steven.
Skraby, you've been pretty hard on Mike Vrabel. I think you've said that he actually isn't that good of a coach. He's overrated. I think Steven A thinks differently than you on this. I think a lot of people think Mr. Vrabel is on pace to be the Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I see through the fake lies that are being told about the Patriots. They're playing no one.
Oh,
they have the easiest schedule in football. They get to play the Jets twice. They get to play the Dolphins twice.
So the Patriots haven't beaten anybody this year.
They beat a Buffalo Bills team that no one's really sold on.
They beat a Buffalo Bills team.
The Bills just lost 30-13 to the Dolphins. I know I'm out on a limb on this one, Tony. I do know that, but
you definitely are out.
If the Patriots go to the playoffs and they're 1 and done, that is a Mike Vrabel special. That's what he does.
The Patriots were garbage last year.
Yes, they were. They were garbage. They had a rookie Drake May. It's also nice when you join a team that has a seemingly generational quarterback.
By the way, they beat Buffalo at Buffalo.
And again,
they went into Tampa at Tampa and beat them too.
I'll give them that one. That one's a good one.
Give them that one
because the Bucks are good. Baker Mayfield is good. But they play the Falcons. They've played all the bad teams in the NFL.
They have played some bad teams. Falcons, Browns, Titans, Saints, Panthers.
Like, that's what I'm saying,
Dolphins,
Tony.
And they got losses to the Raiders and Steelers.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's still a good job, though. I think you're going to have to start putting some respect on Mike Vrabel's name, though.
I will when he wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, he got to win. He got to win a Super Bowl, not just get it.
All right, he has to make it deep in the playoffs.
Fair enough. Let's switch gears. Go back to baseball. Paul Skeens. I told you yesterday, man, that was some real sucker stuff that his teammate, his supposed teammate, tried to start some noise about him wanting to go to the Yankees. He had to come out he felt the need to come out today and deny that. He basically said that the goal has always been to win and win in Pittsburgh. And he said he saw the report, but didn't give it too much thought.
I don't know why this was released to begin with. I think it was just something to make news on the day he was up for Cy Young. I mean, that's kind of weird, but I believe Paul Skeens. I don't think Paul Skeens is trying to get out of there just yet.
Yeah, I mean, he
doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice. He's locked in through the rest of this decade. Like, I mean, he's going to be there until 30.
Yeah, he's
not
going
he's
to be
30,
there.
But 2030. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
2030. Like,
he's under team control, so they don't have to do anything. And Ben Sherrington, the GM of the Pittsburgh Pirates, virtually said the same thing. He gets calls on him fairly frequently, and the answer's pretty consistent. And so
for my question is, why do the Pirates care to keep him when they're not going to build a team around him?
it's not that there's no reason to move him now. You can just enjoy his services for a few years and then move. I mean, it's not to say that they're not going to ever move him. It's just they're not inclined to do it right now.
I get that. It just seems inevitable. And
well,
the Pirates love to be mediocre.
Maybe they sell the team and an owner takes over in the next 3 years. That is, you
think Nutting is going to give it away?
Probably not.
He's not. He's definitely not.
Probably not. He doesn't seem like it seems like he's feeling quite comfortable where it's at.
Paul Skeens, the human being, is starting to grow on me a little bit because
what was he before the human being element? I kind of missing it. I thought he was.
I was just pitting him against Jackson Merrill, so I had to hate him.
Gotcha.
But now I think it's funny when they put up his last year's celebration of winning Rookie of the Year and then put up this year's celebration of winning the Cy Young.
Almost
identical.
Yeah.
Like he does not.
I
really
told you
get
he
too
only
high.
has two emotions, so there's only like two different facial looks you get.
It's true.
In other baseball news, Emmanuel Clase, one of the pitchers alleged to have been involved in some side prop bets, pleaded not guilty to all charges today. The 27-year-old reliever was released on $600,000 bond following his appearance. Clase also surrendered his passport and was ordered to limit his travel to New York and Ohio, refrain from gambling. You don't think? And submit to a GPS monitoring. So,
wow,
he can't even go back to the Dominican. And not to say that he was going to be there anyway, but apparently he flew back into JFK. The Alphabet Boys were right there, hooked him up.
That's a nerve-wracking flight.
I bet.
Like as soon as I land, I'm getting arrested.
He was ready for it. He said he was dressed in a blazer and some nice jeans, so he was at least going to look right as he had to
get in his jumpsuit that he has. I get why they do not guilty, because obviously they want to try to plea down to something,
or they think that they're not guilty.
You're right.
I know it's a crazy.
It's
a crazy concept.
If we can't believe the FBI in this one, then I definitely cannot believe the FBI in the Ohtani thing. I can. If the FBI is not telling us the truth here and releasing things about him being on his phone, sending text messages,
that is their evidence that they have.
I know.
And so what happens is you take this evidence and you go to
I'm
court,
aware.
and there's 12 jurors.
I know,
right? And then you present it, and then they decide if they believe you, or you know how this. I don't know if you've seen how this whole court system thing works.
I have seen that, but if they have him so guilty, what's the point of doing the not guilty thing? It's the plea deal.
That is the beauty of this country.
It's the plea deal.
You then have to prove all of that evidence, regardless of how it looks.
I get what you're saying. Well, we know what the result
of it. But it feels like you want to do it a different way.
$600,000 bond is nothing to sneeze at.
Listen, no, it's not. It's a great point. Usually that bond is it's not a real indicator, but it lets you know how serious the charges are you have against you.
Or I guess they think you're a flight risk or something like that, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is it's only going to get more and more interesting as it goes. Luis L. Ortiz, the other alleged
co-conspirator,
pled not guilty yesterday in court. So it is a larger discussion that I think we'll probably have in the next coming weeks. It seems like Evan Drellich wrote an article, and we'll probably have to get into it next week because I won't be here tomorrow. But he wrote an article about execs recognizing that there's a problem, but no one seems to really have a solution for that problem. And it goes back to what we've been kind of alluding to. There is one solution. There's only one solution, but there is no way that solution is ever going to be green light.
I said that, in which we're talking about get rid of gambling as a part of your sport, but it's not going to happen.
You did have, you had one problem before, one or two.
Yeah.
Now you're literally having these things pop up way more often.
I said this on the Skraby show last night because I think they just need to get rid of the pitch level wagers, is what they're calling. No one needs to bet on every pitch. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm going to control and limit your betting.
Yeah, too much can be manipulated when it's just
too much.
When it's an everyday sport. A guy is going to throw somewhere in the realm of, on a good day, 100+ pitches.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to, I mean, just think we didn't catch this to begin with. And then obviously, because we can go back and look now, people are looking and they're highlighting
when
things.
He's throwing it like 9 feet to the left.
And it's not funny, but it is when you start to like, damn, it was that easy. And we just all kind of just zoom by it.
Yeah. And Clase is seemingly, from what I've read, the guy who recruited Ortiz.
The new development today is that I saw that I hadn't seen before was that he actually didn't start asking for payouts until this year. Like he was just doing it for
what?
He was just doing it for his buddies who made something I think was like 460.
Not a lot of money.
$460,000 they made.
Yeah.
Off of him being able to, manipulate his pitch on those selected ones, and he wasn't asking for money until this year.
I will never understand why he did this, because he threw away his career for $460,000
on a level of like friendship. I assume he knew these dudes and he was doing them a favor at least before he started asking for money. Once you started asking for money, then it gets real sleazy at that point. It's one thing to be like, you know what? Fine, I'll throw these couple balls in the dirt, see if get you guys some loot. Everything will be all good. And then, well, you know what? Now that I'm doing it, why don't you kick me down about $5,000 every time I do it?
Yeah, and that's when they are like, we're being investigated by the FBI, and we just gave your name. I don't understand any of this. Like Ortiz, I don't really know much about him, but I know that Clase is a high leverage closer.
What I do know about Luis L. Ortiz is he was in the big leagues.
Yes.
And he was making at least 600.
Yeah. He made 5,000 or something around there.
I want it not to be true so bad.
I would take $5,000, but not if I was already making 600.
The math ain't mathing.
No,
brother.
the math doesn't math.
You can't do that.
It doesn't.
Let's get to break. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
Crisello.
Oh, Chris is going to join us. That's
from
right.
Hopefully.
So actually, more Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Like I said,
the biggest guest.
National Letter Signing Day, National Letter of Intent Signing Day today. They had a nice event down at Snapdragon. All the young kids got a chance to kind of celebrate that. KUSI was down there. Shout out to Allie and Rudy down there. They do a great job kind of boosting up the high school scene, and I know my daughter had a great time. Thank you to Ben and Woodsy and Braden. They had some kind things to say about it. I didn't get to hear Ben and Woodsy, but I heard about it. So thank you to those guys. She's very appreciative of it.
It's a big deal.
It is. We'll talk to Chris Ello here shortly. Hopefully he can get connected. That was already 2025.
He did give us a thumbs up on. I'll call you in 5 minutes.
He did. He gives us the A-OK.
Oh yeah, it was the A-OK.
We've gotten that before too, and it hasn't been A-OK.
Yeah. Pulling back the curtain. That was the curtain.
Okay.
Chris likes to be on the show as much as possible.
Yes.
He also makes us run around in circles when he's out and wants to be on the show.
He doesn't make us do anything.
He makes me.
He makes you. He makes you run around.
I mean, we had a whole text message thing this morning, like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Because he wanted to come on to talk about the news, and he said, "All right, I'll talk to you guys at 1:30." And then 1:30 comes around, he's nowhere to be found. Now he's gonna come on in 5 minutes.
So we'll get a chance to hear from Ello, get his thoughts on the news today. We're gonna hear lots of different opinions on this. Heidi Whiteley was on Foul Territory. She had some things to say about her thoughts on the possible ownership change. Or do you want to go to it now?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go to it now.
San Diego, when they lost the Chargers, the Padres are the show in town. That's the only professional sports team in town. And that place is packed. And then they built the gas lamp around it. And it's got that beautiful stadium. They've got a dynamic roster. Tatis and Jackson Merrill and Manny Machado. And I mean, the rivalry with the Dodgers has become insane. One of the best in the sport right now. I mean, that is, it's rare to see a franchise decide that they're going to even explore selling a team when the franchise is doing so well. But I think you're right, AJ, in that's the best way to honor Peter Seidler is if you don't have the heart in it, if you're not going to put the resources in it that Peter did, or if whatever is going on behind the scenes with the family and with Peter's widow and the brothers, if whatever's going on is just too much and it's going to hurt the franchise, then yeah, explore selling it and let someone else take the franchise that has become one of the better franchises in the sport with a roster loaded with talent and take them into the future. I applaud them like you guys for doing this.
Heidi,
it's pretty big.
Heidi, what's over your right shoulder? I think it's your right shoulder.
World Series trophy?
What's the ultimate goal in baseball?
That.
Yes. So if you're not going to try and do that, and we just had Jason on, right, about the Orioles, and you know what the new owner hasn't done? He hasn't proven that he wants to win that badly. He's they're doing the same thing as the Angelos family did. Like, oh, well, we're trying, but we're really not trying. So one thing about Peter Seidler is he wanted it. He wanted it, and his family, if they don't want it, sell it. Sell it. Get your $2 billion and get out. Because $2 billion spends nicely on the open market. I'm just saying, like, I could do a lot with $2 billion. So
I could do a lot with $2 billion too. And that point is right. If your heart is not in the team, then sell it.
Or if the kind of battle, between Schill and the Seidlers, or if that's what it is, and it's best for the organization. Again, that's probably the ways you go. Is Mr. Ello with us?
He sure is.
Mr. Ello, how are you, sir?
You guys, I can't tell you how unbelievable of a day we're having here. And I would say if rock formations are in heaven, then we are spending the day in heaven.
Rock formations.
Yeah, we are. I don't know where we are. We are in the middle of nowhere. My phone's been going in and out all day, but I think we got a little service right now. This is called Arches National Park, and it's quite famous, I guess, for people who like national parks. I would highly recommend. We've had a really fun day, but just haven't been connected too well, unfortunately.
Let me ask you a question, Chris. Are you by yourself?
Lori is right here with me,
Okay,
my assistant.
let me ask you a question.
His assistant.
Has your godson
Yeah.
has your godson figured out the numbers game yet? You've been sending.
Okay, he still hasn't figured out the numbers game, and he's getting married tomorrow. So today I still have to send him a picture of an athlete wearing number 1.
Wow.
And I'm worried that he may get it like right now
Right
at the very
now?
end.
Wow.
I don't know, because like 2 and 1 are so obvious that it's 2 days to your wedding and 1 day.
I mean, but so was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 too.
That's true. That's true. And he never got it then. He will find out tonight, because the plan is to
Okay.
kind of have a toast during the rehearsal dinner and let him in on the whole thing. So.
That's awesome. I'm glad we get to where you get to toast and reveal it. All right. We got some bigger fish to fry here. News came down today that from John Seidler and an email that went out to season ticket holders that they are going to explore their options, and that also means the possibility of a sale. Chris, I made the point that from the moment the Shield Seidler thing kind of popped off, we all kind of thought that this is where it was going to head, and here we are. November 13th. That's the announcement today.
Yeah, I think it's kind of rich of you guys to call me on my vacation and ask if I'm interested. It's going to be too rich for me, guys.
Oh, you're
so
out.
I'm going to have to be out. But
Man.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for you today.
Thanks for
what I
calling.
thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's definitely tough to hear this. Not tough in a bad way, but like you said, Tony, I think to me it all kind of changed the day that Peter Seidler, died, honestly. And, this was something that nobody foresaw except, people, close to him and in that family. And I just think when that happened, something in the Padre organization, it kind of died. And, I think the Seidlers did everything they could last year without Peter, and with everything going on with the, whatever, law cases, what were going behind the scenes with Shield and everything. I think they did the best they could, and they realized that they probably can't do justice the way they would like to. And it's probably best for them to move on to something else. And it's always scary because we don't know who we're going to get. The only good news I can tell you is that Dick Monfort is taken. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, Dick Monfort's not going to be the owner of the Padres.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, that's the other thing we've kind of talked a little bit about is the understanding of why people are a little worried in terms of who will own the team beyond the Seidlers, right? Because it hasn't necessarily been the greatest run outside of Ray Kroc and the Moores family. There's been a lot in between that hasn't gone that well.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was thinking of that today. Exactly, Tony. And I honestly was trying to think of the Hollywood moguls who came in, and I think it was Jeff Morad was kind of the head of that. It just didn't go in the right direction. And, I don't think any owner ever takes over something like this with the idea of not doing well.
Right.
But I think a lot of ownership people and groups come in and just don't know what it's all about. And, we got very lucky with Peter Seidler, and we did. And, I think that was what kick-started and jump-started the whole turnaround of this organization. I know you think so too, Tony. I mean, it's been 6 straight solid, really good seasons, and that had never happened before. So the name Seidler has to be attached to that. And yeah, you're definitely going to have some concern moving forward because you just don't know who it's going to be. You know that they would do everything they can to try to find the right person, but that's never 100% easy to do.
No, it's not always easy to find the perfect match for, who's going to take over the helm. It's going to be the expectations. Whoever takes it the bar has been raised quite a bit. if indeed they end up going through with this sale. And I made the point, Chris, before you came on that at least to my knowledge, I don't remember this ownership ever misleading us in a way in terms of what they were going to do with the roster. So when John says that, it's going to be business as usual, they will continue to try to put together a World Series championship, I'm inclined to believe that.
And that's what they did this past season, right? I mean, he said that they were going to stay, very competitive. And I know we didn't get to the World Series. Believe me, I get it. But the Padres were certainly very much competitive, and they were up again in the top, third of payroll in baseball. They brought in at the trade deadline as many, if not more, players than any other team in order to try and push this thing forward and get it done. And, I mean, honestly, we don't know what would have happened if Joe Musgrove doesn't miss the season, and if Michael King doesn't miss most of it, and if I think the one that hurt so much at the end that we talked about, Tony, Ramon Laureano,
big
right
time.
before the playoffs, he had been such a key. So we don't know. We're not going to cry over spilt milk. It's happened, and I just think we got to thank the Seidlers for what they've done, and as a fan base, shepherd them through this, and hopefully, we'll all come out, on the other side, looking good. But there is certainly an unknown that goes along with this, and that makes everybody nervous.
There's also a notion, Chris, from some people that, and Tony and I don't buy into this at all, but the new owner is going to move the team. What say you?
I can't imagine why they would ever want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's somebody that just absolutely has first of all, no understanding and can't read a situation very well. Like somebody who was just a tyrant who would come in, right, and say, I live in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm putting a team there. But I think to protect the Padre fans from thinking that, Major League Baseball, wouldn't they have to be willing to let a franchise move, Tony? You can't just buy a team and pick up and move without some sort of support. And I can't imagine the sport would ever be behind something like that. And I'm almost positive the Seidlers would never, they would rather own the team under difficult circumstances than hand it over to somebody who they even thought for a second might move this team. So, anything's possible always, but I think that's a long, long shot. And I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty spot on. A couple of things I want to get your opinion on. Emmanuel Clase ends up pleading not guilty. I don't know if you saw kind of the new report that kind of came out, Chris, about him actually not asking to be paid or to have payouts of this alleged scheme until this year. Prior to this, he's been going since 2023. He basically was just doing it out of the kindness of his heart, it sounded like. I don't know if you saw that little piece.
So we should just let him go because he's a kind guy, huh?
Well, no, because eventually he did start to ask to be have some payouts, allegedly.
Be compensated for well, first of all, he wasn't very good at it. Didn't he throw a pitch that Andy Pajes swung at?
Well, I don't know if that's an indictment of him or Andy Pajes.
I think it's amazing that swing keeps being shown because conspirator eye or whatever it is swung at a pitch he shouldn't have.
What was it? I think it was Dom brings up a great point. He said that if his friends were, if those were really his friends and he was asking him, they were asking him to do it, he needed to kind of those time to leave those friends behind. But he stayed loyal to the soil, and it's going to cost him. Yeah, it might cost him. But years.
I think that we did wonder at the very beginning when they showed at the very beginning of this whole thing, and it came out. They showed Emmanuel Clase throwing a pitch like 9 feet outside, and it went to the backstop. And we all thought, what's he doing that for? It's making it so obvious. But he was worried about another Andy Pajes situation. So he had to make sure.
There's also
these guys have to be. as nice as Emmanuel's trying to come off, these guys both have to go up the river for the good of the sport. That just has to happen.
There's also video out there of Clase striking out a guy and then turning around
Dropping
and
an
saying
F-bomb.
the F-bomb
I
like he
saw
was
that.
angry at himself for striking out a guy.
You don't know if he was
Yeah.
angry with himself or angry at the hitter for swinging at a ball. That he
Either
shouldn't have swung
way,
at.
it was a strange reaction to a strikeout.
And I appreciate Scott Boros saying that they should just eliminate these prop bets completely.
Yeah, saw that.
First of all, Scott, we're behind you 100%. Second of all, Scott, you're probably going to have to fork over some of the billions of dollars you have to make up for the money baseball thinks they're going to lose if they do allow them to give up the prop
Let me
bets.
tell you
That's-
something, Chris. I don't know if you saw his quotes yesterday, but he was in a real poetic feel yesterday. He had a
Oh, let
about
me get it. Let me
a
get it.
15-word, like all P's put together for like it was a good paragraph.
I have it. All right. Chris,
Listen to this, Chris.
This is from Scott Boras yesterday on Pete Alonso. There's no doubt Pete's pursuers are primed to pay the power piper. Pete picked a perfect period to play preeminently at a primary position. A playoff parched plethora will pounce to participate in the polar plunge.
I don't know why I feel like that's hilarious, but the fact that I have a hard time believing he wrote that beforehand. I think he put that together. That was a freestyle.
Sounds like he went to the Chat GPT under the category of Pete.
He might have. That's a good point. Yes,
Yeah, before we get Pete Alonso, guys, don't forget to look at his Petco statistics.
yeah.
Oh,
I
nice
brought it up.
job.
That's right.
Petco Park Pete Alonso.
Chris is not feeling
Yeah.
Pete Alonso's numbers at Petco.
Yeah. They
Can you
haven't
give
been
us
good.
Can you give us a little preview of your speech tomorrow?
Well, no, because Lori's here and I refuse to tell her any of it. The only thing I can say is at the very end, last thing I will say is that he will be able to kiss his bride. That's the final part of it. But I'm keeping it all
How long
secret.
did it take you to finish this?
I got to say, I mean, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but they chose the right person to do this because I put 4 or 5 hours into this
I bet.
presentation
As
tomorrow.
as meticulous as you are, I can't believe that you got through it without like driving yourself nuts.
Now, it's a bit of a labor of love. I mean, he's my own godson, and it was a great honor to have him ask me. And I really want to make it good, and I'm hoping it will be tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know when I get home. But thanks for holding up for me for a few days while we get this done.
We
You
got
know,
big
Chris, I
dog.
have your beginning of your speech. It goes something like this, I'm sure. 407 years ago.
Damn it!
Thank you, Chris.
Skraby came up with it.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris, we'll let you go, man. We appreciate you coming on and spending some time with us, man. We'll catch
All
up.
right, thanks, guys.
Are you coming
We'll
on?
see you soon.
Are you coming on to help Skraby tomorrow?
No,
Oh, Skraby.
he's got a wedding to go
Well,
to.
tomorrow's the actual wedding. So
That's
unless Lori wants to mic me up and you guys want to carry the ceremony, I think I probably
no.
won't join you.
You're on your own on that one, buddy. We'll see
Exactly.
you. We'll see you Monday.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Chris. He was in a very good mood.
He is in a very good. I can't believe his godson is going to get to dinner tonight and not have picked up on the fact that
I've been thinking a lot about this.
you don't think he should have picked up on it.
No, it's
What?
so weird that Chris sends
But
him a new
that's
picture.
exactly why. If you were sending me pictures of eventually I'd be like, man, he's just going in order. And then at some point you feel like that would dawn on you.
Yeah.
Like, why is he sending me this every day? He's
I
never
would
done
think-
this before.
Here's weird Godfather Chris just sending me random pictures of old sports stars.
Oh, wow. All right. Hour number 1 done. Hour number 2 on the way. Daily Gambit coming up next. By the way, Chris Ella was a guest. And all guests on 97.3 The Fan join us via the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Got Daily Gambit. Couple bets to get to. Laker one did not turn out well for your boy TG.
No.
So that was disappointing.
Yeah.
We got to get to this couple breaking. Well, this one's certainly breaking. This one's hot. It's about 30 minutes ago. It just, the gambling thing just keeps getting like new legs and
There's more
other pieces to it. Yes. 14 arrested in betting ring involving athletes. They haven't said the schools that are involved yet, but New Jersey, we talking mafia. I mean, it's real mafia too. Like,
like Rocco and what was?
I'll let you be the judge as we get into it. But
all right.
let's hop into this Daily Gambit first, and if we have time, we'll get to that story.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly and don't listen to Emmanuel Classe. I don't know. I guess you should listen to Emmanuel Classe. Can we just go back 5 seconds so I can reverse?
Yeah,
time?
I fortunately for me, I wasn't listening.
Okay, good.
So I didn't hear it, but
All
it
right.
might be unfortunate I didn't catch you before you said it.
Thank you for not listening. We're just going to move right on to the
All
bets
right.
that we made yesterday. The first one we did was Bulls at the Pistons. You went Pistons. I went Bulls. The Bulls were 1.5 point favorites. Pistons won 124-113. So Bulls back to being the Bulls. Lakers at the Thunder. We both chose the Lakers plus 8.5. Wasn't even close. 121-92.
You have to say it like that?
Wasn't even close. 29 points. Who scores more in their game, Nikola Jokic or James Harden? We both said James Harden.
That was stupid.
That was double nickel for Nikola Jokic, 55 points.
Tyrone Lue, their head coach.
What about him?
He was asked after the game, what was the game plan? He said the game plan was to make him a scorer and not let him facilitate. I just didn't think he was going to score 55.
Yeah, when you lay off one thing, it opens up something else. So he won that one because Harden only had 23 points. We were wrong on that. And then I did my 6-leg parlay. 6 players to score 25 plus points in their game last night. We both said don't make this bet. I went to the first one, Luka plus 25 points.
Nope.
No, he had 19.
So
I didn't even look.
It was done then.
Didn't even look at the rest of them.
I'm curious. I'm about to go back and look now.
Did SGA have more than 25?
I don't know. I'll get to that. Go ahead. You can finish.
Okay. Well, that's it for those. The bets for tonight. Now, this game between the Patriots and the Jets is in New England, but the Patriots are favored by 12.5 points, Tony. In New England.
SGA had 30, by the way.
Okay, so he works. Nikola Jokic had 55. I don't know if Kevin Durant.
I'll get to that. Go ahead. Ask your question now.
Do you think the Patriots, who are you going to pick? Patriots minus 12.5.
Patriots.
You think they're going to win by more than 12?
I think they're going to win by a lot, Scrape.
I know. The only thing about the Jets is that they play well. I'm trying to give them something. I'm going to go with the Jets, though.
Who do they have left to play well with?
Brees Hall.
They can't. I know you don't think very highly of Michael Vrabel, but I think he's going to make it very difficult for them to use him.
See, the Jets have won 2 straight games after an 0-7 start, Tony. I'm going to go with the Jets tonight to lose by less than 12 points.
You go with the Jets, buddy.
All right, here's another over-under prop bet for Justin Fields. he doesn't pass for a lot of yards, but over under 150 yards passing for Justin Fields, Tony.
Nope.
You're going to go under?
Yep.
I'm going to go under too. He does not pass for more than 100 yards on some days.
Not going to be good.
All right, next one. Does Stephon Diggs score a touchdown tonight? I believe he's scored a touchdown.
2 straight, right? 3 straight?
3 straight? He's consecutive games at least. I'm going to say he does not score a touchdown.
I'm going to say he scores a touchdown.
All right. And then college football. I like these bets. Minnesota at Oregon. Oregon 25.5-point favorites, Tony. Do you think Minnesota covers?
Book it. They don't cover.
They do not cover. So Oregon. Yeah, I'm going to go with them because their coach likes to run up the score. And then finally, Boise State at San Diego State. San Diego State football -3, Tony.
We got to have it. We got to have it.
Yep. Aztecs. I'm going to go Aztecs too. Let me go look and see if I can find the basketball odds yet, just in case, because you're not here tomorrow. I don't really know how to do that.
By the way, Luka finished under 25. Shea got 30. Nikola got 55. Durant had 23. Oh, I didn't see what Booker had, but James Harden had 23. So a lot of guys didn't get to 25.
They didn't get there. They did not get there. I'm having a hard time finding the basketball.
Skraby, get your life together, man.
I'm trying.
What's going on?
I'm trying to find the basketball.
There's
odds.
only 3 games today.
They're not playing. The Aztecs basketball team is not playing today.
Oh, you're talking about.
I'm talking about. Oh, wait. Never mind. It's in 5 days.
Yeah, they play next week. We talked about it yesterday.
No wonder people on Twitter hate me.
Why do they hate you?
Because I make mistakes all the time.
Oh.
I can read.
Oh, well, listen, we all make mistakes from time to time. All right, is that all we have for
That's all we got today.
All right, let's go into the story because I hate to keep harping on it, but that new story pops up seemingly every day. 14 arrested in mafia-backed betting ring involving athletes. 14 men were charged for their roles in multi-million-dollar illegal sports betting ring that involved college athletes and had links to organized crime, New Jersey authorities announced Thursday. According to the authorities, Joseph Little Joe Perna, a member of the Lucchese family.
Oh, Joey Lucchese?
And his associates allegedly ran a nationwide network of bookmakers who use offshore websites to facilitate approximately $2 million in bets between 22 and 24.
2 million. That's a lot.
New Jersey Attorney General Matthew Platkin said a number of college athletes operated sports books at the directions of Perna's organization. Platkin would not answer questions on what colleges or what sports were involved in the betting ring. Oh wow! So, we talked about the kind of connection with the pro level gambling.
Yeah.
This is something separate, right?
Yes.
This is a gambling ring. Now, I'm not sure if it's connected to the 3 athletes we talked about last week that had been removed of team and kicked off the team basically after this was found out. But this seems like it's got some legs to it, and that we're going to be hearing eventually names and schools that are involved in this.
I can almost wrap my head around a college player doing this more so than a professional player,
100%.
because a college player probably not going to go to the NBA.
Less likely now than it maybe before because of NIL, but
3 years ago,
way easier.
Yeah, it's way easier, and you don't have as much to lose as a college student because you're not going to lose your pro career. So I can kind of wrap my head around this, but I feel like this is just going to be a daily occurrence now, Tony.
The NCAA is aware of the charges and is looking into the case. According to the spokesperson, Perna, 55 of Fairfield, New Jersey, is charged along with his sons, stepson, nephews, and others with racketeering, conspiracy, gambling offenses, and money laundering. Wow. Says the New Jersey Perna allegedly acted as the financer while his son Joseph R. Perna conducted the daily operations, facilitated dozens of subordinate agents. The sub-agents included Perna's brother, Anthony Perna, his stepbrother, Frank Zito, his cousin, Dominic Perna, and Michael Seta.
Michael Cera?
Seta.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actor.
6 other men were accused of being high-level agents who managed their own sports book as part of the scheme. So that, as you said, will lead to more names, and this is going to probably trickle its way out more and more.
I have a conspiracy in my head.
Hold that thought, because it's 3:11. You talk anymore, we'll be going to 18. Stay on schedule here. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
I have my thoughts. Don't let me forget.
Skraby has his thoughts. We have traffic.
When it comes to the security of your business,
Been on time all day. And I'm enjoying it very much. 3:17, 3:18 on the clock coming up here shortly.
There's a common denominator there.
I don't know what you're talking about there, Skraby. What are you referring to?
Chris is gone.
Oh.
We all know that Chris
you
is
like to take shots at Chris when he is not here. But you take shots at him when he's here too. So that's...
Yes, but we give each other the look when Chris is like, I got one more thought at like 12. And I'm like, this is gonna be a 7-minute thought. So we have to go to break.
It never fails. We're like on pace, we're doing well. And then I look up his 3:11, like 30, and then he has those famous words.
Hey, let me give you something else to chew on.
That's so bad. You had a conspiracy.
Yes.
Which not a surprise. You tend to have a lot of these. So what is this one?
It's prime conspiracy season.
This is conspiracy. What makes this conspiracy season?
Just
the weather?
No, I guess it's people have nothing else to do leading into the holidays.
Okay. Leading into the holidays,
they need
bored.
Something to worry about.
All right.
But here's the conspiracy.
What's your conspiracy?
The FBI keeps going after these underground gambling rings, which to me is not that big of a deal. Unless people are dying or getting money stolen, then I'm not concerned about a bunch of mafia guys playing poker.
People are getting money stolen.
Okay. It's not my biggest concern.
Okay. I hear you.
If you're going to go and play poker with a bunch of mafia guys, that's your fault. Not my fault.
Okay.
Here's the conspiracy.
What's the conspiracy?
The FBI is going after all of these underground gambling rings because FanDuel and DraftKings and other sports betting websites are in the pocket of the government. And they want they want all the money to themselves. So they want all of this big money that's being spent on these underground gambling rings.
What's the incentive for the government to do this?
They get good press by taking down the mafia.
All right.
And I think that these FanDuel, DraftKings, they have enough money to make a difference. I mean, they're making so much money on a daily basis.
FanDuel or DraftKings is tripping about the $2 million that they lost from this particular?
No.
So what's the point then?
I see what you're saying. $2 million? No. But years worth of underground gambling? Yes. They want all the people to come to their website because they're predators.
It's not a crazy conspiracy.
Thank you.
I don't know that it's true, but it's not crazy.
Would you consider DraftKings and FanDuel predatory?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're all adults.
We are adults, but sending emails to guys that just spent $1,000 and say, "Hey, we'll give you $300 in free cash if you deposit now."
I think that's kind of how it goes. Listen, for some people, $1,000 is not a lot, but for most, $1,000 is quite a bit. And if you're gambling at that kind of level, I think you can consider yourself a big dog.
Yeah,
$1,000 a hand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't know that I could do that.
So I think my point is, if you're spending that kind of money, I think they think we might have ourselves something here.
Maybe. I do think.
I don't think.
I do think
my
that
point
some
is,
people need to be safe from themselves.
For me and you, we go in there and we spend our $5 a hand on a blackjack.
We're out.
They're not sending us letters like, "Hey man, come back and spend your $200 back with us."
One time when I went to Vegas, the largest I ever bet on one hand of blackjack was $100. And I was so nervous. And guess what? I lost. It was one of those like 6-card 21s that the dealer got.
And you told yourself, "I'll never do that again."
Yeah, I'm not doing the $100 thing again. Like I have a system. I haven't gambled. I haven't done blackjack in a long time, but I have a system.
Too. Yeah, for sure.
If I win, I add another chip. And then I keep adding, but I never chase my loss.
Right.
If I lose, I go back to the bottom and then I build back up, which is not easy to do. I like
that system. That's a good system.
Not easy to do for a guy who has zero patience and is addicted to everything.
Yeah, no, you probably should just stay away from the table, to be exact. Skraby, Skraby's holding up this Rubik's Cube.
Yes. I got my Rubik's Cube challenge tonight.
I can't believe you guys out there have convinced him that this would be a good use of his time and that you guys would be entertained by this. This is, to me, this is a lot like the kids now who watch other kids play video games on TV.
Yeah, someone convinced me, as you said, but the reason I came up with this, because there was some kid who solved a Rubik's Cube in like 3 seconds.
That's not you, though.
I know. And I said on the air, I don't think I could solve a Rubik's Cube in 45 minutes.
Let me help you. I know you can.
But I'm going to try it. It's going to be on the Skraby Show YouTube live at 5:15. I'm going to, try to do this. You can ask questions. We could chat. We could have fun.
I really hope that you guys tune in, because I don't think this is going to be very entertaining at all.
I'm just turning it like crazy right now just to mess it up, because when I bought it, I didn't want to turn it so that it would like get all messed up and I would never be able to put it back in order.
You're
again.
never going to be able to put it back in order again.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll see tomorrow. Well, you're not going to be here tomorrow to celebrate in my Rubik's Cube success.
All right. Let's switch gears. NFL. Every year, probably around, I feel like it's summertime, the Athletic or somebody does a report card on each NFL team. This is where we find out that some of the facilities are trash. Some of the family accommodations are not very good. Some are very good. And we all get a kick out of it, and we all go, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's such and such team. Or that's surprising. We've had a couple of those. Well, the NFL is not happy with the NFLPA. They have filed a grievance against the NFL Players Association, asking the union to stop its annual team report cards and saying the exercise violates the collective bargaining agreement by airing public criticism of teams, according to documents obtained by ESPN. The league claims the report cards, which poll players on various aspects of working conditions, violate a CBA clause that says NFL owners and the union must use reasonable efforts to curtail public comments by club personnel or players which express criticism of any club, its coach, or its operation and policies, according to the August letter from the league's management council to the NFLPA general counsel, Tom DePaso, that was obtained by ESPN. This feels quite petty, I feel like.
Yes, it is. And it's like, don't let people know we're not spending money on you guys. But this is one of my favorite parts of the NFL season.
Yeah.
Is this report that comes out.
It is
because like the players write notes and it's like, didn't have a changing room for my wife.
Right.
Or didn't have this, didn't have that. Or the Chiefs are like, it smells like mold in the weight room.
But the Chiefs got bad gradings on a lot of their facilities.
Yeah.
And if it makes sense, because I mean, I'm sure that stadium has to be one of the oldest in the NFL at this point.
It's getting there.
It's right across the street from the Royals, bad boy. And I can tell you, it's not the state of the art type deal that you see in some of these places.
I think the NFL is wrong for asking for this to stop, because this is just honest feedback about the franchise. I think they don't want the bad press, but at the same time, I'm like, don't have bad facilities if you don't want bad press. The Chiefs have enough money to put some money into their facilities.
You would think. Source with direct knowledge of the league's process said that the survey was last conducted in 2015 and that officials from the league and union would meet confidentially with teams about specific areas of improvement and tangible results. I believe this was part of, the PA and the NFL owners kind of getting together and discussing some of this. The letter states that the NFL twice asked the union to suspend its report card survey, once in 2024 and a second time in June of this year, and that the NFLPA declined. Sources with direct knowledge of the grievance told ESPN that the league is trying to have the issue heard by an arbitrator in December with the hope of a decision in February. This is funny to me because here you have an opportunity to maybe, just maybe, take some of the positives and negatives and make some improvements. Instead, they're just taking them to court, basically.
That's what the NFL does. Hey, they can just throw their power around and make people shut up, I guess. Why do they have to take... I mean, they are called the No Fun League. I was going to ask a question that's rhetorical.
Team owners and executives told ESPN that the topic of the report cards arose at a recent owners meeting during a discussion over what management would like to change in future CBAs. I could just imagine these guys all sitting around having this conversation. Like, you know what? I'm tired of these guys popping off about my facility. Ownership sources told ESPN that they value the report cards, sure, but feel that because the union issues only general grades and not specific feedback, they serve as an instrument to mock teams without telling them which areas need improvement.
Wait, say that part again?
It says that the ownership sources told ESPN that they value the reports, but they feel that because the union issues only general grades and not specific feedback, they serve as an instrument to mock teams without telling them which areas need improvement. And as one's quote is saying, it could make you better, but they don't share how. They just take snippets to embarrass people without sharing the data. That's how they're taking that.
What?
Yeah,
that is insane.
They think that
they want them to be more critical?
No, they want them to be more
specifically critical.
Right. So what about our facility sucks?
You're telling me not to do this, but you're also telling me I need more information on how to improve. But that's a bunch of hurt feelings over there.
It kind of seems like
that's ridiculous.
I'm sure we'll hear more about this as we move forward. All right, let's get to break. Skraby's got a big 5. It's early. It's supposed to be good. You have to stay tuned to find out if that's true. More Gwynn and Chris. On the clock, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby. He's got a big 5 coming our way. We'll see if it's any good.
If there's any indication, I had to switch 2 topics recently.
Oh, that's not good. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on the top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and service to get your packages there safely. Don't miss your 40% off custom cards, invites, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Staples. That was easy. Skraby, what you had to switch out 2 questions?
Yes.
Is that because we talked about it already?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's okay. It's okay.
I'm
We needed the report card last segment, so I can handle a little bit of a switch.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that you had that in there. I apologize, man. Totally forgot.
It's okay.
That was very illo of me right there. I did not mean to actually force you with a new question there.
I actually found some better questions.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
We'll be the judge of that. Let's check some traffic and then get into your big 5.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big 5 starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. If you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com. Actually, Tony, in these first 2 topics, we are going to be talking about the MLS because they are making big changes coming up. And this is from Twitter and a sports business guy, Joe Pomplano. Have you ever heard of him? Pomplano.
Yes.
Okay, so he tweeted earlier today, Apple TV is eliminating MLS Season Pass next year. Rather than making subscribers pay an additional fee to access MLS content, all of the league's matches will be available to every Apple TV subscriber with their standard plan. Tony, how good of an idea is this on a scale from
It's a
1 to
great
10?
point,
Okay.
especially for the likes of Chris Ello, who was going to refuse to watch SDFC if he had to purchase the MLS pass, which is no longer.
Yes.
There is not exclusivity to Apple TV in the way that won't allow you to watch it. And so I think it's good. I had already decided to bite the bullet to go ahead and get the MLS
You
pass.
did, yeah.
But this is good. I think this is good for it's going to allow more people to see it that aren't willing to get MLS pass and pay that money to have, watch all the games.
Yeah. Skraby, what do you think? Well,
Skraby, what do you think?
I think this is perfect. This is what I've been calling for. Apple TV is accessible in the houses of most people. MLS Season Pass is just another, expense for you. But this is going to open it up so much more for people that wouldn't normally buy it, like me,
right?
Like Chris, like some other people I know. So one thing I could say about the MLS is that they are working on making this a bigger sport in the US. And I think they're doing a pretty good job so far of this. But making this not behind a paywall or a double paywall is a fantastic idea.
The vaunted double paywall just is diabolical.
Don't even get me started about the triple paywall, Tony.
Number 4.
Again, in Major League Soccer,
this is what you're talking about that I took a couple of your stories. You just replaced them with more MLS. I like it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Major League Soccer will overhaul its schedule in 2027, shifting to a summer to spring season that aligns with the global soccer calendar and mirrors Europe's top leagues. The decision came today at the Board of Governors meeting in Palm Beach, where Commissioner Don Garber called it one of the most significant in league history. Quote, there was overwhelming support for this move. That was positive, but it wasn't necessary. Not sure what that means. MLS currently plays on a February to November calendar, but starting in 2027, the season will begin in July and run until May of 2028. I'm up first. Is this a good idea? Yes.
You don't know.
No, yes.
Just be honest. You don't know.
Is it a good idea? Yeah, I've been saying like these 2-week breaks are too much.
Oh, that's why it's a good idea. It's because of the 2-week breaks.
Because they're going to fit it all into a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
Like I just read, February to November. MLS started before the Padres.
Same time.
Before, I remember going to a game before spring training was over.
No, because those guys, before it was over, but spring training had already started.
Okay, but we're still talking about the same season.
Yeah.
That is a long time, Tony.
It's still going to be long. It's just different months.
But it won't. But I don't think they're going to have those big breaks in the middle of it, which is really what bothers me. A playoff match 2 weeks away is crazy. How can you build any sort of momentum when you're stopping and starting as much as the MLS is?
I love that Skraby says there's not going to be breaks, even though there will be. There'll be a winter break and there'll be a summer break as well. Nonetheless,
well, they start in July, so I understand that.
I agree with the idea that this is the right move. It aligns them with all of the rest of the leagues across the world. It prevents them from having to play in the hottest months of the year here in the United States. And that was some of the kind of pushback from some of the teams up north. They were giving up some of their warm weather games to have to play cold weather games. There was talk of maybe the compensation going to the northern side with their losses. That didn't come to fruition. I just think it lines them up better. Right now, you get to start truly competing with the other leagues and how they're going because it's all at the same time. I think this is great. From a selfish standpoint, I'll be able to go to more games now. It's not in direct conflict with baseball season.
Yeah, it's very true.
I think it's also great for the fields. I just think this one in particular here at Snapdragon, right? I mean, having multiple teams play on it during that time of year, I think can be troublesome. And I think it's better like that for the rest of the places, not just here in Snapdragon, where you can kind of lessen the traffic that's going on there all at once.
Yeah, Cody on the chat says, I like the schedule realignment. Most important is to align with the rest of the world on international breaks, align trade deadlines, all that stuff. I just like that they're trying. They're trying to make their game more popular.
Yep.
And they're actually making
this is the right move for it, too.
Number 3.
I did find it interesting that was it Garber? His comments about it being a positive change, but not necessary.
Yeah,
that's leading me to believe that maybe he wasn't necessarily agreeing with it.
He also declined to reveal the results of the vote, so maybe it was closer than we thought. But why say that was positive, but it wasn't necessary?
Yeah,
is that his ego
that
speaking?
Seems a little salty right there.
It seems like he's really loving his own schedule that he came up with or something. But anyway, they are trying to make it better.
Number 3.
Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry and Under Armour are parting ways and ending their long-standing partnership. The sides announced today. Curry's standalone endeavor, Curry Brand, will move forward independently. His shoes will release as planned through Under Armour during 2026, but he is now entering sneaker free agency. He left Nike and signed with Under Armour in 2013, several years into his NBA career, but before he was the MVP and global celebrity that he is. Steph said in a press release, quote, Under Armour believed in me early in my career and gave me the space to build something much bigger and more impactful than a shoe. I'll always be grateful for that. Tony, is this a smart move by Steph?
Yeah, probably. I don't know that he needs Under Armour no more to sell his brand at this point. It's pretty well put together, pretty bulletproof as of now. So Steph might be the biggest. He might be bigger than Under Armour, honestly, at this point. So I think it's business-wise probably the right move. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to go to another shoe company. He could just do it independent from here. I mean, I think he's certainly has the means to do it at this point.
Yes.
He's
got the bankroll.
He's got the bankroll, but maybe he feels like his brand could be elevated with another company. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how this one falls for him.
Just don't go to the people that made the Big Baller brand shoes because
I think
those
they're
are
out
terrible.
of business.
Big Baller brand's out of business?
I think so.
Wow. I think it's a smart move by Steph, but it's risky. It's risky to start on your own thing, but you're right. He's a worldwide name at this point in the NBA. I don't know that Curry brand is my favorite name for his clothing company, but I don't get it.
I don't think he's asking you.
Exactly.
What do you think his brand should be?
It makes me think of food instead of clothes, but whatever. But Steph's going to probably make this work because he's a successful guy.
Number 2.
Before being named, Tony, here's where all the bad stuff starts to come out about Brian Daboll. You know how when coaches get fired?
Of course. Here it comes. Here it comes.
The avalanche of this guy was no good.
He was such a bad man behind closed doors.
So when we talked about Mike Schilt and all those people coming out, we said it's no different than any other sport or any other coach. And here's an example of that because Mike Kafka, before he was named interim coach of the Giants, he was reportedly almost stripped of his duties by Brian Daboll. ESPN's Jordan Renan spoke to one Giants player who described an instance of Daboll, quote, exploding and threatening to take away play calling from assistant head coach offensive coordinator Mike Kafka after tight end Theo Johnson dropped a crucial third down pass downfield against the Eagles. I think he was more worried about his job and the guy dropped a big pass. But anyway, how much do you believe these things, Tony?
This is so hard because it's predictable now. And so when it become predictable, you start wondering, is there any truth to it? Or how much of it is true versus, I'm sure parts are usually have some truth to it, but I just find it funny that the moment a guy is let go or relieved of his duties or retires or whatever it is, almost like clockwork, here comes the negative story behind it.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's all true. Maybe every time it happens, which is every time someone gets fired or let go or retires, these things come out. So, they don't come out during. They don't come out while it's happening.
No, always after.
Always when they're gone.
Yeah, and they can't defend themselves.
So, I don't know. It might be true. It might not be true.
What would you do after, like, if you were Brian Daboll? Would you just go home and just
That's a good question.
There
like,
for a while?
In terms of these rumors, or in terms of just once you get let go?
Either.
I don't know. I would
start with the rumors.
I often wonder, is it worth even dealing with at that
probably
point?
Not. Dealing with the rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Because it's already been done. You've already been fired. You're just going to come off looking like a bitter person.
Like you're actually searching someone down so you can get this quote off. Like, listen, quote this down. I didn't do any of it. It does seem a little bit out.
He approaches a writer in the parking lot. I don't know how much I can believe these things, but
I'm not saying that it's not possible to be true, but I just find it odd that I can't think of the last time someone fired, retired, any of those things, and we didn't have a story there following after at some point.
I would also imagine that this happens normally within an NFL locker room from time to time.
Absolutely.
Coaches getting angry at each other.
To your point, like, he had to know his job was on the line. He probably is just stressing out.
Like, you just cost me my job, Theo.
Stop calling plays for him. You call another play for him. I'm taking your play calling duties away.
And guess what? They ended up making him the interim head coach. So joke's on you, Mr. Dable. That had to have chapped his you-know-what.
I don't know that anything's chapped because I believe he's still getting paid.
Yes, he is. You're right.
So, you know.
What would you
have
do?
at it. Name whoever you want.
What would you do? Like, would you go home and just turn off the TV and not deal with anything for a week or so?
I would imagine so. That's probably a pretty stressful 2 years he had.
I mean, you go from working
90
hours a week
hot
to nothing.
seat. He was on the hot seat for literally 2 seasons. A season and a half. No, about 2 seasons.
Yeah, he was. There was questions coming into this
Yeah.
year.
Questions going into last year. So, you know, I would imagine he has turned the TV off at least for the first 48, 72 hours.
Especially in New York. Your face is going to be
I would
plastered
imagine
everywhere.
he got up out of there.
Yeah, he's just in like Hawaii.
I don't know where Brian's originally from, but I'm sure he went back somewhere near that place.
He's like, we're going to Alaska, family. That's the only place we have left.
Number 1.
The New York Jets and their 32nd ranked passing offense will be without star wide receiver Garrett Wilson for at least the next 4 games, as he was placed on injured reserve Thursday for the first time in his career, I might add. My question here, Tony, it's week 11. By the time he gets back, it's week 15. Do you think the Jets should play Garrett Wilson the rest of this year?
Yes, because he's on my fantasy team. So, yes, I think they should
He's
play.
going to come back for fantasy playoffs?
Yeah. If that's what it takes. No, he probably shouldn't play.
No. I mean, the team's
He probably
terrible.
came back too soon to begin with. And, man, you just think the Jets are just wasting away Garrett Wilson's talents.
He's got to be thinking about that.
I'm sure. And you know what's funny is he has tried to be like the whatever quarterback was in there. We're going to do this.
He was a professional.
And then, you know, your professionalism starts to get chipped away at when you have this many seasons in a row like this.
I mean, the Jets had the defensive and offensive rookie of the year a few years ago, and they just
I'm just saying
haven't been able
this,
to figure
and
it out.
this is not to be me, but there is no way when they signed Justin Fields that he was like, oh, this is gonna be better than it was with Aaron Rodgers and who was before that?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. There's no way he could have thought that.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. When you're thinking, man, I'm going into this year with Justin Fields as my quarterback. I know athletes don't necessarily think that way, but I always want to know.
I bet you he was. He literally went through Zach Wilson for a couple years, and then he thought, oh, sweet.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hall of Famer coming in. He snaps his Achilles. Zach's back in there again. Finally
rough.
gets healthy.
That is
And
rough.
Aaron is like still working his way back after missing a full season at the age of 40-something.
And then you get Aaron back, and your season still stinks. He hasn't been on a good team yet.
He was, quite frankly, he might have been better off before. Who is it? Was it Fitzmagic that was throwing him passes when he first got there?
I don't even remember at this point. It may have been Fitzmagic.
There was somebody who was throwing him passes that I feel like it wasn't Zach.
No.
He had one good year before Zach
How
showed
can I
up.
think of the Jets? I'm going to look
It's
up Jets
kind of hard.
starters.
You don't hurt yourself. You got any more questions? That was
No, that was it. I'm going to try to go to the Wikipedia.
That would have been what, 2023?
Maybe a little bit before that. Well, maybe we'll look this up on the break.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get to break. It was Zach Wilson in 22.
Oof. He's on the Dolphins.
Backed
now.
up by Mike White and Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco. Oh, that's right.
Started 9 games that year. Zach Wilson did.
Oh, dang.
So he had a nice little run of it.
He keeps putting up-
22,
yeah.
23. Started off on the bench in 24, then got that back.
You know where he would fit great? The 49ers. Would love to have Garrett Wilson.
Let's get to break. 4 o'clock hour coming. Gwynn versus the Fan. 833-288-0973. Get in where you fit in. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
That was pretty fucking awesome. Okay, take goggles down to your neck. We're crash landing, huh? What? We're gonna crash land. More or less. We're gonna hit the ground. Keep my knee. Don't worry about it. Pick up. Punch up. Right on all the way down. Right that brake. All the way. Here we go. Up there. Yeah! My turn! That'll happen. They're really sure. There, go, go. Oh, you idiot. Typical tandem student right there. I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy. Fun, huh? You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Halfway through the show, but because of Thursday night football, Pats, Jets, coming up here at 4:30, we got two segments remaining. We got a Gwynn versus the fans, 833-288-0973. I see some of you guys already lined up, ready to roll. And then we will have a Gwynn and Chris Pick'em NFL edition coming up here in the second segment. So without further ado, let's play some Gwynn versus the fans.
One learns from the.
Let's try that again.
I was.
You were due. You were due. You hadn't had any like kind of follies until then.
I was making sure I got the right one.
That's okay. Yeah, whatever you want to say.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself, now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Gwynn
versus the Fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
See, I had to get the right one.
I got you.
I had to. For everybody who's asking about the biggest fan, we will give it out before
4:20.
Yeah, 4:20. So next segment.
Be ready.
Be ready. We'll give it out then.
Skraby, are you going to make it through this game? I'm looking,
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right. You sure?
Yeah.
You don't look very confident. That's why I'm looking at you, and it's just kind of like,
We'll make it happen
All right,
today.
here we go.
It'll be better than yesterday's game. That is for sure.
It can't be worse.
It can't be worse. Again, heart in the right place, head
Heart was
in
in
the
great
wrong
place.
place.
Yes, but now no execution.
If you qualify, you'll qualify for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip for two to see Sammy Hagar in Las Vegas, including 2 tickets to the March 20th show, a 2-night stay at Park MGM, and a $100 gas card. Sammy Hagar returns to Las Vegas with his Best of All Worlds Las Vegas residency. Get ready to rock with your favorite hits from the Van Halen years, Sammy solo hits, and more, only in Las Vegas this March 11th through the 21st and September 18th through the 26th at Dolby Live at Park MGM. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Real quick, if indeed we get answers on this MVP before we get out of here, we will be sure to deliver it. But my sneaky suspicion is they're going to hold the American League MVP up until the end. And so we'll see how that goes.
That makes sense. I mean,
NL AL MVP will be announced here in the next hour.
Kyle Schwarber looks like he wants to punch someone.
And we actually have all 3 guys in attendance.
Yes.
Yesterday, in both NL and AL Cy Young Awards, just 2 guys represented on both sides. The
Garrett Crochet pieced out.
third guy was like, I'm out. I ain't got no chance, apparently.
Yamamoto pieced out. I forgot that Juan Soto was up for the MVP. I gotta say.
Yeah, remember they have the awards up in Las Vegas for this. So a lot of guys are there, or some guys are there. Some guys have elected to stay home and do it from the comfy confines of their home. All right.
Oh, Shohei's got a nice sweater on, Tony. It's a very expensive looking sweater. Anyway, let's get to our first contestant, and we'll tell you, as Tony said, if something happens with the MVP. Let's go to our first contestant.
Talk about 3 completely different type of athletes there. Kyle Schwarber, Juan Soto, and Shohei Ohtani. He looks like he's in a studio.
He does look like he's in a studio. It's very strange.
He keeps looking to the side, too. I don't know what he's saying, but maybe he's waiting for his dog.
He's looking at ePay to see if he got his bet in.
Let's go.
All right, Jeremy, you're up first. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jeremy.
Second time calling in.
All right,
Nice.
Jeremy. Oh, I need to give the rules real quick. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right or Tony gets it right, you're eliminated. If Tony gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it, and you'll get that question for free today. All right, Jeremy, here we go. Question number 1. Who won the NL Cy Young Award yesterday?
National League. Oh, shoot. Scuba won the American. Crap, I know this. I just read it. I'm waiting for my girlfriend. It's okay.
I
Tony
believe
does
that
know.
was Mr. Paul Skeens.
Yes, it was.
He said, I'm waiting for my girlfriend. It's
Sorry,
okay.
Jeremy. Thank you for playing. All right, next contestant. We'll go to Thomas in San Diego. Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, gentlemen.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Who is the starting quarterback and second coming of Tom Brady for the Patriots?
Wait, say that one more time.
Who's the quarterback of the Patriots?
Oh, Drake May.
Yeah, he made that way more difficult than it needed to be.
You know why I did? Because everybody is crowning him, even though he
Stop being a hater, Skraby. Let
he's
Drake
beat bad
May
teams.
do his
He's
thing.
beat bad teams. All right, Thomas, here we go. Question number 2. Let's see here. Ooh. Which former? Wait, no. Sorry. Which golfer won the 2025 Masters to complete the career Grand Slam?
Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy is correct. Why are you laughing over there?
Because it's
Mr.
your
Gwynn?
favorite golfer. I knew it was going to be a Rory McIlroy answer, which it was a
It's
golf
either
question.
Tiger Woods or Rory
Yeah,
McIlroy.
I know. I noticed.
All right. You noticed, huh? Here we go. Question number 3. We all know that Brian Kelly just coached at LSU. But where did Brian Kelly coach to start his Division I head coaching career?
Was it Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. Stay there, Thomas. Tony, where did Brain? Oh, as I typed in my sheet, where did Brain Kelly start his Division I coaching at?
I think it was the Chippewas. Isn't it? Is Central Michigan the Chippewas?
They are.
Oh, by the way, you're answering this question. I think I got this one right. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Thomas.
Sorry,
I thought
Thomas.
Thomas had it because Chris definitely doesn't.
You
know
thought
that.
wrong. I guarantee you, Chris knows that.
Central Michigan?
Guarantee he knows it.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask him when he gets back. Let's go to our next contestant. You know what? I think this is the first time that Jocelyn has called into the show. Hello, Jocelyn.
Hi, Jocelyn.
First time player.
First time player.
All right. Here we go. Question number 2. What round of the NFL draft was Derrick Henry taken?
Maybe. Why didn't you give me an easy one, bro?
Well, second question, Jocelyn.
I have Jagger, my 13-year-old, in the car. Come on, babe. Come on. She doesn't know. I am going to say 3 because 3 is my favorite number.
Okay.
Third round.
Third round. Stay there, Jocelyn.
I believe it was second round.
Tony's just a dream crusher today. I'm sorry.
I'm
about
sorry,
that,
Jocelyn.
I know. Thank you for calling. Call back again and play Chris
We'll do it
next
again.
time.
We'll do it
Play
again.
Chris next time. All right.
She almost got it. She just guessed. She guessed one off.
I just thought people would guess first round because he's
Also,
so
it was
good.
meant to be a trick question.
Yeah.
Huh.
I had no idea that he was drafted in the second round until I looked it up. All right, let's go to our next contestant. We will go to Juan. Juan.
Hello, Juan.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, my friend?
Ready to play, sir?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right,
do
here we
it.
go. Who won AL Cy Young yesterday?
I knew you were going to ask me that question. I knew it.
Do you know the answer?
Think.
Oh, you're thinking. Gonna need an answer, sir.
I don't know.
Okay. Unfortunately, Tony does know this.
Mr. Scooble.
Mr. Scooble?
Scooble.
Sorry about that, Juan. That was unfortunate. All right, we're gonna have to go tiebreaker now.
Tiebreaker.
Who's our player?
Our player today will be none other than
I have Garrett Wilson open.
we would do. Okay, we don't need to do Garrett Wilson. Let's do like an old school guy, like Sleepy Floyd.
What's his actual first name?
Type in Sleepy Floyd. I'm pretty sure you get a.
Sleepy.
I forget his first name. His last name was Floyd.
His first name was Eric, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, but Basketball Reference, his name is Sleepy Floyd.
Sleepy Floyd.
Oh my gosh, 13 years. All right. Let's get our contestant on. Let's go to Greg. Hello, Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Hello. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Greg. You stay right there. I'm going to ask Tony for a question or Tony for a number, and you're going to tell me whether or not you're going to tell me whether or not
Spit it out.
the actual number is higher or lower than what Tony said. All right, Tony. Sleepy Floyd.
Yes.
How many total points did he have in his career?
13 years.
13 seasons, yes.
Let's say 1690.
Total points?
Yes. Oh, 13 years. I don't know. Let's go 15,000.
15,000. Okay. Greg, is the actual answer higher or lower?
15.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower. That is correct. Nice job, Greg. Thank you for bailing me out of this game.
How close was I?
You were not that close. 12,260.
Yeah.
12,000. When you said 1,600, I was like, what?
I meant to say 16,000. So
like,
I just dropped it down a little bit.
How many? He played 1,600, or no, he played 957 games. So he averages like 3 points a game.
I didn't know how good of a player he was.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's get to break. On the other side, we'll finish it off with Gwynn and Chris's NFL Pick'em. Skrabe, what else?
Plus our biggest fan announcement.
And we'll have our biggest fan announcement. Get ready. More Gwynn and Chris.
From the 855.
from the National League MVP being crowned. Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, and Kyle Schwarber are the 3 finalists. They are just procrastinating as long as they can before they actually give us this answer. Of course, now Will Smith pops up on the screen in his Canes commercial. I think this is a no-brainer here. I think this is Shohei Ohtani's award to lose.
I think so too.
Some think the American League is also a no-brainer in going to All Rise Aaron Judge. We will find that out shortly. All right, we have Gwynn and Chris's NFL Pick'em to get to. Let's get to it. But I gotta wait. We got 10 seconds before we can actually announce it. 4:20 is the time that was given, and we are closing in on it very fast. It is officially here. Today's, hold up, let me get it on my little iPad here. Today is the 13th. All right, so today's biggest fan is Zach Rask of San Diego. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes, 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friend for a night in our Odyssey suite at a Padres game with all of the fan staff later this season. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. Again, Zach Rask. Give us a call, 833-288-0973. Let's get to Gwynn versus Chris NFL Pick'em.
It's time for Tony and Chris to face off. Playing for a season-long prize of pride.
I see pride. I see power.
The guys make their picks, and then they stress over their picks all weekend.
No! Please, no! No! No!
Gwynn and Chris NFL Pick'em starts now.
Zach Rask just set the record for calling back in.
He wasted no time. I mean,
Love
as soon as I got out of my mouth,
seriously.
he was already calling.
Nice job, Zach.
Nice work, brother.
And in the chat is starting to do this whole, that's a fake name thing.
Dog, stop.
Chat, come on.
Could you stop focusing on everything? Like, let the chat do what it do, man. It just...
Fair enough. Fair enough. We have Gwynn and Chris NFL Pick'em right now. I should be focused on that.
Word.
And I guess I'll just take us through it. Oh, no, you're up first, Tony, for your 3-point pick.
I gotta cycle back through all these texts. All right, my first pick. This team is up, is favored by 12.5. I will take the New England. Yes, that's right. Mike Vrabel's team.
Vrabel.
Yeah.
3-point
Give me
pick.
New England. 3-point pick.
All right, Chris goes with a team. Chris's way of doing things is so hard to read sometimes.
What is the Z for? Are you looking at the same thing?
Yeah, I think he just hit Z on accident. But he's choosing Baltimore against Cleveland.
3-point
7.5. Yeah.
3-point pick.
Yeah, correct.
That comes to me. I will take the old man Aaron Rodgers and his Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bungles.
They're
playing like some bungles.
Yes, yes, they are. They're playing like bungles. Chris, for his 2-point pick, went with the Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. 7 points right there, but that's his 2-point pick.
Real quick, they're delaying this so bad that they have now decided to interview Don Mattingly. I assume because he won an MVP at some point.
I don't know. Like, why? They're having a whole award show later. Why can't they do it like the NFL and just give out all the awards? Never mind.
My 1-point pick this week resides up the street north. The Los Angeles Chargers will be my 1-point pick.
All right. Chris's 1-point pick is Buffalo against Tampa Bay.
I thought about this one long and hard. Specifically that Buffalo-Tampa matchup in my upset pick. I just don't think Tampa's going to have enough to be able to take him down. I, however, will put my upset pick on none other than Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. They're only given 3 points, but I think they could pull off the upset.
Who are they playing?
The Bears are playing the Minnesota Vikings.
And that's not a bad pick. For Chris's upset pick, he's going to try Denver for 3 points as well. Denver is playing at home against Kansas City, so he's going to choose Denver -3.
I think they were out without their. Oh, yep, Ohtani. He's a winner.
Unanimous.
Is it unanimous?
First 30 votes.
Oh, yeah, it is unanimous.
Poor Trey Turner only got 1 third-place vote.
How about Perdomo?
Perdomo?
He got 3 second places.
Oh, God.
And 7 third places.
Tell me they don't know they're going to win. Ohtani has those chairs set up behind him for people to come join him after he wins.
Well, I mean, it was just in case. That's his agent. For sure. I know that's his agent because I seen him at the stadium.
Okay. Well, he wins.
Yeah, he did.
And his dog Decoy just laughing in our faces.
Leave Decoy alone. We are out.
Yes.
Jets, Patriots coming up next. See you tomorrow. Well, Skraby will.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. So join me.
Have a good night, everyone.